Hey everyone, sorry for the late video. Been a pretty busy week and a bit. Um, so yeah, um, been keeping pretty busy over the last week, which is good. Made the time really go fast, which is good in one sense, but also a bit annoying, seeing as I've got a couple of tests next week and a couple of assignments due, so that'll be fun. So last week was a pretty busy week. Um, Monday was Australia Day in Australia, so I spent the night at home listening to Triple J's Hottest 100 and talking to Jess and a few other people about what they were doing, which was nice. Tuesday, Australia Day here, not much. I just did reading and a bit of studying, although I got this awesome flag from Jess. So that was pretty exciting, and now that's up on my wall, which is pretty cool. Wednesday, I caught up with Hugh, one of the other Australians, to organise what we were doing for Reading Week, which is coming up end of next week. So we caught up, had some dinner, discussed what we were going to do, planned our attack, I guess, of Quebec City and Montreal. And then went out to Rick's, just hung out there, caught up with a few guys, played a bit of pool, met a few more people, which was good fun. Then on Thursday, not too much. Classes were pretty boring. But then I went to the Global Cafe, which is held at the uni every Thursday at about 3 till 5, I think. It's all the international students where they can catch up and just meet a few new people and talk and see how everyone's going. And so I went to that and organised or planned out my weekend with the guys that I was going to Toronto with, which was pretty cool. And then Friday, not much. Just did some more reading, more homework, and then ended up at the university watching the volleyball, which was good. Both teams had a win. Learned a little bit more about the game, which was good fun. And then Saturday morning, got up nice and early. Met down at the Greyhound bus station a lot earlier than we probably needed to be. Waited for our bus, hopped on our bus, and headed off to Toronto, which was a nice ride. Slept most of the way, which was good. Got to Toronto. The bus station was just around from Eaton Mall, which is their massive shopping centre. Went in, grabbed a bite to eat, had a little look around, and then we headed off to our hostel. Went and checked in at our hostel. Very basic hostel, but it was good for $30 a night. It was nice and cheap, nice and easy. And then we dropped our bags and our stuff, and we went off to go do a brewery tour at the Steam Whistle Brewery, which is right next to the CN Tower in the entertainment district. We got there, and they had a massive beer tasting day. So the tours were pretty full. I think it was packed out for the whole day, which was crazy. We sort of had a bit of a discussion whether we should go in and have a few drinks, although it sort of outweighed the cost outweighed the benefits. It was $25 basically for a glass, and then beers were $1. So I was like, probably not. We'll just go to a bar or something. So we ended up going down the street towards the Raptors Stadium, Air Canada Centre. We went out to check out the Real Sports Bar, which is a massive sports bar. Massive TVs everywhere basically. It's a double-story restaurant, and that was pretty awesome. And we just sat there for an hour, didn't get anything to eat. We just had a few drinks, waited till we could go into the stadium. So then we went around the stadium. We found like a little entertainment area. where they had like a shoot around area. They had air hockey. They had a few other things. They had like NBA set up on PlayStation. And then, so we had a bit of a shoot around, had a bit of fun there. We then went into the stadium. As I was going in, I had my GoPro in my pocket and I took it out to put it through the scanner thing. And they said, "Oh, yeah, you can't take that in. You need to check that in with customer services." I was like, "It's a camera. I don't know why." And they're like, "Oh, it's just the rules." Like, okay, that's annoying. Now I've got to check my camera in and come back and get it after and not be able to take photos. So I was pretty annoyed. And then I got into the customer service area and the person's like, "No, you don't need to check that in. It's only the GoPro sticks." I was like, okay. Well, luckily I don't have one of them. So that was really annoying, but it was good because then it meant that I had my camera and I could take photos and videos. So we went in, checked out the shop, bought a jersey, bought some socks, as you do. Then went upstairs to our seat. Oh, we went out onto the court down in the lower level. We got some photos and some videos and just checked out what was going on, which was pretty cool. And then we went up to our seats, which were the very last row, right up the top. They were really high, but they were good. You could see everything, and it was just as good as where anywhere else you'd be sitting, really. So we watched the game. Raptors were up by 20 points with about 5 minutes left and ended up only winning by 4. Scores, they got to 100 and won the game, so that meant free pizza for everyone from pizza chain here called Pizza, which was pretty cool. So yeah, then we went out, we went home, we dropped our bags and stuff off, like our things that we bought, and we went trying to find a restaurant. We ended up walking aimlessly one direction, and then we just kept walking, and everyone's like, "Oh, we should just go back." I'm like, no, we'll keep walking. We'll find something eventually. And we turned the corner, and there was a Irish pub. So we went in there, grabbed a bite to eat, hung out a bit. Then we went down towards the lake to check that out. And then we found there was another sort of like beer house sort of place. So we ended up going in there and sitting in there for an hour watching some sport on the TV. It was like ice skating competitions where it was like a race downhill, which was pretty cool. So we watched that, had a few drinks, ended up going back to the hostel, went to bed, woke up the next morning, had free breakfast, and then made our way back to the Greyhound station via Nathan Phillips Square, which is sort of like the square with an ice rink. It's sort of like a parky sort of area, which is pretty cool. Hopped on our bus and came home. And then the rest of Sunday was pretty uneventful, just studied and read basically. And then the last couple of days haven't done too much. And yeah, last night booked my flights to Quebec City for Reading Week. So me, Hugh and Roy, a couple of the other international students, we're going to go to Quebec City. We're flying to Quebec City on the Saturday afternoon. We get there at night. And then we're going to spend a few nights there, and then we're just going to work our way down to Montreal, and then try and get back to Toronto, maybe for the last couple of days, to maybe watch the NBA on the Sunday, on the last day of the reading week, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's exciting. Tonight might be going to trivia, I think, with my peer guide and a few of her friends. So yeah, it should be good. Not too much more to say about this week. Hopefully I'll get another video up next week before reading week. Hope everyone is well, and I can't wait to see everyone when I get home. Cheers.